Don't shoot the messenger, but something's about to happen. Something is about to happen. Oh wait, I wanted to put Laneige on. Something's about to happen in your life, and it's gonna be, I don't want to say dramatic because that's kind of intense, but it's gonna feel like a massive decision, okay? Hold on. And I don't usually do like psychic predictions. I only do them for myself. I like feel things through my gut and then I like wait to see if they happen. But I'm feeling something, okay? I'm feeling something for you. Something's gonna happen. And here, I'm gonna give you some details about it. We're actually probably gonna pull some tarot too. I'm getting the call. Something's gonna be happening for you, and what I'm getting is that it's going to put you in a position where you're going to be making a decision. It's gonna put you, because I'm literally seeing the Two of Swords, which is huge decision energy. Like it's almost like you're gonna be placed into a moment of halt where you're gonna really sit in with yourself and feel out like, how do I want to move? Like, in what direction am I feeling the most in alignment, okay? And this is just gonna be a really big moment for you because I'm getting this message that it's gonna push you over the edge of stepping into a new chapter or stepping into a new timeline of yourself. It's gonna be like that thing that really puts you, okay, so what I'm seeing is like, ooh, let's get that energy out. Let's move it. Okay, hold on. You might feel a little blocked when it first happens. You might feel unsure. But what I'm seeing is like, you're going to be put into a position where it's almost like you're scooted to the edge of a cliff and you're asked, or you're not even being asked anymore. It's like you're put into a position where you have to make a choice. And the choice being is that you're not, it's gonna be like, one of the options is going to be going in the direction you've always gone in. And the other direction is that step into the new chapter. This is a really, really big moment, okay? So much clearing happening in this moment. Whew. What is going on? Okay. There are two channeled songs that came through with this channel. One that I've been hearing for a couple of days that's like, a kiss with a fist is better than none. Whoa, whoa. I don't remember what movie that's from, but it's like, the whole song is basically this concept of like, something is better than nothing when it comes to like you're like settling is kind of the energy. Like, settling for abuse instead of believing there's more out there for you. Like a kiss with a fist is better than nothing. Not saying that any of that's coming through, but like, that's one of the channeled songs. And then the other channeled song that just came through this morning is, I gotta go my own way. What about love or trust? I don't remember. But it's about the concept of going out on your own. Like, it's almost like going, finally being pushed to the edge of going in the direction that you have been wanting to go this whole time. So it's almost like, it's funny because you're gonna be put in this position where you have a decision to make. Yeah, that was confirmation. And it's gonna be like that new chapter or the same patterns that you've always lived through. And it's funny because it's like, it's a decision, but there's no decision. Like, you're going in the step of the new chapter and you know this. And I think that's why there's so much of that like energy coming through that's like, you know, like it's like, like, I don't know, because you know, okay, you know that you're going in that new direction because you know that it's almost like there's this emphasis on like, you just can't take it anymore. You can't settle anymore. You can't do that. Like, you've probably also been experiencing moments with beings or people where like things have come up that like you've been dealing with in the past, and they've come up again for that eternal loop that keeps coming until you finally choose otherwise, right? And they've come up again and you're like, I can't do this. You're literally like, my body can't handle this, my heart can't handle this, I'm exhausted of this kind of energy. And so there's a part of you that's like, no more. Like, it's like you're finally cutting it off. You're cutting that cord for good. And you're like, I'm literally done. Like, I can't do this anymore. Because you're moving through this realization, and it's almost like this eye-opening of like what you've actually been dealing with is what I'm getting. You probably had some moments this past a little bit, and even probably coming up when this message is finding you on your page, right? This is probably finding you like exactly at that moment where you're like, this is coming up, and you're like, well, like, I can't, no more, right? And you're hitting that breaking point of like, I can't believe that I put up with that for so long. Like, I can't believe that I gave so much of myself to those kinds of energies. And I feel like it's actually popping off like one after the other. Like, I think you're recognizing this with one moment in your life, and then all of a sudden it's like everything else that has that same energy is like, I'm seeing everything highlighting red. So I'm seeing like a virtual body, like a empty, like a PNC, or an NPC, sorry, like a non-player character in a game. That has no face. It's just like that like animation gray, and I'm seeing it like vibrate red, right? So it changes to the color red. And then there's like 20 more of them, and when that one turns red, you finally realize that that's like that red flag that you're like, oh, that's not the person I want in my life, that's a virus. And then all of a sudden you look over and like all these other NPCs turn red. And you're like, holy shit, I've been surrounded by all of these virus energies this whole time that were just like invading my energy when I'm the actual playing character. They're all just NPCs. You know what I mean? So you're like, you're realizing that you've been working with virus energy, and you're like, no more, like, this isn't for me anymore. And so you're literally gonna be like looking at all this, and I'm seeing your character completely do a 180 flip and twist the other way and walk in a different direction, going your own way, okay? I wanna pull some information on what's gonna be happening for you, because I feel like this is gonna be a moment that's like, you're gonna know when it happens, okay? And I feel like it could happen anytime in the next, from whenever you're finding this video, because this is going to be a timeless video, because these moments happen differently for each of us in our timelines. So whenever you find this video is probably when you're moving through a lot of this energy, right? And when this happens, there's going to be like a time frame of like 4 to 6 weeks, okay, within that happening within your life, this like this big decision that you're making, okay? And so we're gonna pull some information on this big decision for you, and we're gonna pull some information on like just how to move gracefully through it, okay? All right, angels, what can you tell us about this big decision for the collective? Bruh. I can't. That's epic. Okay, so I'm seeing the Rags to Riches card, I'm seeing weariness, and I'm seeing the Knight of Cups, which is moving, emotionally moving in a positive direction. Then the Two of Swords is just huge confirmation for what we were just talking about. For some reason, I feel like this decision that is going to be made for you, I feel like you've been feeling very strongly like you don't know if you could do it. Like you don't know if you could make that choice. Like, it's almost like this energy of like, because we have the Five of Pentacles here. I'm just gonna kind of give you the energy of the card as like a example. There's a lot of blockage coming up. I already said that, but like there's a ton of blockage. And I think that this has to do with not your throat. I actually think this is with your solar plexus. I think all of this energy and dense energy is like worthiness, to be completely honest with you, and like faith in self, okay? So with the Five of Pentacles here, this card really signifies like being next to a castle with all your dreams inside of it, and yet you're standing outside in the cold after this gnarly journey that has basically torn you to shreds, and you kind of don't know if you can go inside the castle. And then we have the card of the Nine of Wands, which is like you've worked so hard and built so much within yourself, like mentally, but now because of that you're kind of a little bit weary of like what to do, because you want to make sure that energies match the energies that you have cultivated within yourself, right? So with these two cards, I'm getting this feeling that this moment, this big decision for you is going to really make you, it's literally going to pull you into a state of halt, which is this Two of Swords energy, and you're gonna sit and you're gonna really feel into like where you want to go. And obviously we already know that you're gonna go in the direction of your dreams, but that's probably gonna start with an energy of feeling like I gotta go in my direction, like I gotta go my own way, I gotta go where my body, soul, and heart is calling me. And that's gonna be that internal energy that you're finding. You're gonna be like, this is extremely difficult because this is challenging everything I've ever done, because this is like a huge moment of faith that's taking me in a different direction, but that's my way. Like I gotta go my own way, and that's my way. Like I need to move in that direction. And I feel like you're gonna be experiencing these energies where you're kind of like in this halted space. You're gonna be like, can I do this? Like, am I worthy enough? Again, with that like solar plexus energy, you could even be feeling extremely nauseous recently. You could have been moving through nausea. You could have been woken up to nausea in certain moments. And it's funny because it's not going to be a normal nausea, because it's not going to be in your stomach. It's going to be a little bit above your stomach because it's your solar plexus, and your angels have been working on your solar plexus, pulling dark, dense energies out of it. And that's that nausea, right? That's like that purging energy, that release of parts of you that like don't believe you can do it, that don't believe that you're worthy, because you are worthy. Obviously, you're worthy. Should I give you a little hype up moment? I feel like you need it right now, babe. Do you have any idea how worthy you are? Do you have any idea how worthy you are? You would not have any of these desires. You would not be going in this direction, and you would not be having these tower moments in your life, or these things that bring you to this moment, this Two of Swords moment, if you weren't meant to go in that direction. That direction is your way. It's literally your pathway, because you're the one that has crafted it with your visualizations and your manifestations. You have built a hallway built for you that says your name. And this halted moment wouldn't be coming into fruition if this wasn't exactly the moment for you to say, fuck it, I'm in, and walk through that door, right? Walk through that hallway that has your name on it, because it's your time to go through that hallway and step into this new era of you, okay? You are so worthy. And I know that it is so hard to like, especially feel like those energies of like, can I handle this? Like, what do I have to give up? Like, how do I have to balance this? But like, take all of those things that you're feeling, okay? And I want you to just toss them aside, okay? Because all those energies, they're just gonna cause you to fall into a spiral, which is gonna cause more dense energy and like looming energy in your solar plexus. I know you can't see my hand, but I'm like holding it above my solar plexus here. And you're literally gonna just, instead of looking at all of that, you're gonna say, as I move, I know that I have my team of light on my side. I know that I'm being guided, and that's all I need. That's all I need to know. And I don't need to think about all these different moments where things are gonna fall into place. All I need to know and think about is that in each individual moment, which is the exact one that you're in right now, the exact moment that you're in right now, that's all you have to think about or worry about. You've already done all the manifestation of how this falls into place and how this falls into place and what you're dreaming up, right? So now it's that leap of faith of just stepping into the present moment and literally melting in the truth that your angels are literally holding your hands as you walk through that doorway, okay? As you walk through that hallway into your new reality. And you're gonna figure it out as you go, because you're not meant to figure everything out right now. You're just not meant to. You're meant to literally let things come to you. This is a new era of you learning to truly receive to a degree that everything comes to you in the moment that you're in, not something from the future coming to you now. It's like you approach things from a centered energy that is of your essence right this moment, okay? I saw my reflection and I was like, who's there? Just me. It's just me. Okay. I love when the angels do that. I'm like, do you need to be hyped up? And they're like, I got you. And then we have the Knight of Cups. And I feel like the Knight of Cups is actually you on a horse right now. Like, I feel like you're walking into a romantic, emotionally fulfilling reality that you have literally filled this cup and you're taking it with you into the future. Okay, let's see if there's anything else the angels want to share with us. Wow, we got the Star. And I dropped one. I do this all the time. When I'm on TikTok and I'm like recording messages, I swear they always go flying and I'm like under the seat, like, hold on, I'm so sorry. I'm getting it. Okay. Well, I think it's interesting to note that the one that fell under the seat is the Four of Pentacles, which is letting go of, or the Four of Pentacles is kind of asking you to let go of your old concept of money and financial abilities. Oh, this is interesting. So I feel like going through this doorway is such a big step for you because it's almost like you're taking a leap in your financial gain is what I'm getting. And I feel like you know that no matter what happens, you can financially, like, you're gonna be okay. I think that you've been working through this energy, like, I'm gonna say for a while, like maybe even like a year to 2. Like, I think you've been working through and kind of like learning that you're okay and you're gonna be safe and that the angels have got you, you know? Like, I feel like you've probably moved through some energies that you didn't know if you were gonna make it through certain moments, and you did. Like, you look back and you're like, I was okay. And in that very last moment, everything was there that I needed. Like, actually, the angels always had me. They had me the whole time. Like, they were watching out for me. Somehow I got that money at that exact moment that I needed it, and I was taken care of. You know, like, randomly, someone from my family sent me money for no reason, you know? Or something like that happened where you were like, and that was the 1 month in my whole entire time frame that I needed that. Like, that saved my life. And it was there the one time I needed it, you know? And so I feel like you've been moving through that the past, like, while, right? Like, I'm getting like a couple of years, and you've just kind of been learning to trust that you're gonna be okay. And with that, I feel like that's why this is such a leap of faith for you, is because this is the first time, because even though you've been learning that this whole time, you've never actually stepped away from what you have held on to that has been your platform financially. And so maybe for you, this is like quitting your job, right? Maybe you've wanted to always go in the dream or in the direction of your dreams, and you're like online, maybe you want to be a social media content creator or something, or like a reader or something to do with like content, right? And you have a normal job still, right? Or a normal like 9-to-5 classic job is better than normal. Nothing's normal. But anyways, you're like, you have that job and you also want to make your content creation, but it's almost like, this is all an analogy. If this actually matches you, you definitely need to comment and let me know. But like, let's say that like you're finally at that point where something happens in your reality where you're like, oh, so I either quit right this moment and walk in the direction of my dreams, or I don't have enough energy to continue to make my dreams happen. It's like that weird moment where it's like you're literally given almost an ultimatum, but there's no ultimatum because you're gonna choose your dreams. You're gonna choose that pathway that's new. You've worked at a job your whole life, right? You've had that job already. You already know where that path goes. That's not what's calling your soul. Otherwise, you wouldn't be going in this other direction. This other direction says, in big letters above it, above the fucking pathway, unknown. And you're like, oh, I just can't get this feeling out of me that's just like, I should go that way. And so I feel like that's what's happening right now for you, is that like, you're literally going to be having that moment where you're like, I have to let go of this. But this like 9-to-5 has always been what's funded you, right? But you're gonna be making this decision that's like, it's literally not, literally as I said that, the Four of Pentacles like flew off of my knee, and all that's left is something so beautiful. We're getting there. But you're basically being given this point where you let go and you say, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna cut that off and I'm gonna walk under this pathway and I'm gonna trust. And I'm gonna trust that it all works out. And babe, here's the thing. When you really look at this moment, right? At this moment, you get to say like, what's the worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. Worst case scenario, I go in that direction for a month or two and I use up my entire savings account if you have one, and if you don't have one, I burn it on a credit card, which like I don't recommend. I've been in shitty situations with that, so I highly unrecommend a credit card. But I'm giving you examples, right? We're thinking like a normal. Ooh, I like that light. Anyways, you go in that direction and you like make it 2 months in and you don't make it. Then what? You get a new job. Because those 9-to-5 jobs, they don't go anywhere. I hate to tell you, but they are always there waiting for more people to come and fall into the trap of 9-to-5. And so, again, this is like all an analogy, but I'm just trying to give you like a really good example, right? Because that's kind of the energy coming through. It's like that moment of you're looking at that job. Let's say you had some huge falling out with someone that you worked with or something, and that like puts you in that weird position where you're like, I can't be here anymore. You're like, I can't do this anymore. It's not for me. Look at all these virus energies. Like, I'm out. I have to go the other way. And the other way is the only thing to do is take a leap of faith into the unknown. And so you're being placed in that position where you're gonna do it, okay? It's time. It's your time. It's your time. Woo! It's your time to step in the direction of your dreams. I really like this light. It's coming from my gold cards. You're about to be in the spotlight, baby. Okay, so you're literally gonna be stepping away from that Four of Pentacles and letting go of it and just trusting. And it's funny because the next cards that came out here are the Queen of Pentacles and the Star, which is like deep, utter financial success in the term of your dreams, in your like soul purpose. Like the Star has everything to do with you tapping into your purpose and you being connected to your heart and literally going in the direction. It was 2-2-2-2 as I said that, and that's full balance. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Okay, but literally like the Queen of Pentacles is in the physical realm. It's not an idea, it's not a concept, it's physical, it's real, and she's financially secure and things find her. Oh, that's not gonna work. Things find her in the physical world, right? Not to say that you're a her or a he. Tarot does not have gender, but it's like a feminine security, right? It's a feminine financial physical security, and it's an energy of receiving. Again, like that's a very feminine energy. So it's that receiving energy where like things will be given to you. And remember, you've been taught over and over and over and over and over again that your angels have got your back, okay? And that's why this whole message is coming through so strongly, right? Is because you're here. You're at that moment of time where you get to finally make that decision to jump, and you're gonna fly. And you're gonna be on a whole new adventure, okay? It's gonna be so fun for you. It's everything we've been talking about, but it's gonna be happening right now, right? And it's gonna not be easy. It's that big moment, but it's not gonna be hard either. It's just, the camera died, sorry. It's just this moment of like deep decision. This is like the epitome of your free will, is choosing to go in this crazy unknown direction. And it's your time. It's your time to be in the spotlight. It's your time to step into the field of your purpose, to step into your divine path. And that's why this video and message has found you. So I hope that this message has really, really like hit those bones in the right way, in the way that they're meant to be hit, because this is such a big moment for you, and I hope that you feel so safe and comfortable to come back here and tell me about it as it's happening, because I would love to know what you guys are moving through and that big decision that you're making and the step that you're taking to go in that direction, okay? Because I believe in you and the angels believe in you, and I know that you can do this, and I know that there are parts of you that don't know. I know there's parts of you that are unsure if you can actually handle it, but you can. And I know that that's hard to believe. But that's why it's called a leap of faith. That's why it's taking that into consideration and believing in things beyond you. It's the whole point of everything, right? And I just know that you can do it, okay? And I'm rooting for you, I'm rooting you on, and I just believe in you so deeply. So I love you so much, and I really hope this message found you exactly when it needed to find you. And if it did, definitely let me know. And get excited, because you're about to step right into the spotlight. Because everything, once you make this decision, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a snowball rolling down a mountain. You're just gonna go faster and bigger and wilder, and it's gonna be so incredible and fun. Like, it's gonna be an adventure. It's literally gonna be an adventure, okay? I love you so much, and if you like this message, please do let me know, and I will see you guys in the next message.